In 1961, the annual Loop Rally of the Calgary Sports Car Club was given a new twist by the organizers. New, that is, to this 24-hour event, now 5 years in the running, but not to European rallyists, for it was through inspiration by such classics as the Alpine Rally that it was decided to originate Loop Cups. Theoretically, each competitor, driver and navigator, would start the rally here at the Cavalier Motor Hotel in possession of a Loop Cup, and would only retain ownership by staying on time at all checkpoints throughout the length of the run. With this new challenge and 800 miles of driving before them, enthusiasts from the prairie region of CASC made all necessary preparations for another 24-hour Loop Rally. More than one session of midnight oil burning has gone into the creation of the perfect rally car. Some successfully, others not so. At 12 o'clock, the first car leaves on leg 1, the Mayu TR3. Second away is a seemingly perpetual rapier driven by Brian Sigsworth, and this year navigated by George Ram. Husband and wife team Lionel and Sheila Cook in the Alpha Coupe are third away, followed by Bern Shadobiak and Claudine Melgrave in the TR3 number 4, the only all-lady entry in this year's Loop. Some enthusiasts prefer to take in the atmosphere from the sidelines, but this car, by its heritage, seems almost anxious to participate. The Cooley Daimler SP250 is a car to watch in any rally. One by one, the cars are pointed to the mountains and Banff. Unfortunately, there's more than one road to this internationally renowned resort town, and at least the organizers know all of them. Well, almost all of them. After the jumping pound and checkpoint number 1, smooth roads assure that the Banff Park gates are not far ahead. This year's Loop drew 51 competitors, driving 19 different makes of cars. With the best weather the Loop has seen for more than a couple of years, the cars arrive at the gates and find the expected checkpoint, bear the frustration of waiting for permits, and then proceed according to instruction. Let's see, 3.2 miles. Perhaps we took a wrong turn somewhere. Everyone else seems to be heading in the wrong direction. Checkpoint, and from the wrong direction. Oh well, 100 points. One of the increasingly popular aspects of the Loop Rally is the emphasis on team competition, as dealers are sponsoring more entries every year. Teams of MG twin cams, TR3s, Volkswagens and Porsches, along with club teams, made for close competition and an effort at team tactics. Scenery for the 24-hour test is second to none in the world, as the route passes Lake Minnewanka, Johnson's Canyon, and of course, Rocky Mountains beyond number. After Banff and one or two unavoidable delays, drivers and navigators get the feeling that too much good road during the day warns of tough going after nightfall. Johnson's Canyon Road is made for rally driving, and advantage is taken on every turn for a bit of a dice. Johnson's Canyon, time out for lunch, gas, a little conversation, and a fresh start, with more than one loop cup left behind. A regularity section, timed to the nearest second, gave navigators 2 runs over the same stretch of road at presumably the same speed. Secret checkpoints guaranteed accuracy. 13 cars were able to complete this test error-free. But knowing the organizers, there were sure to be tougher tests ahead. While some stop to admire the wildlife, others carry on toward Radium and the next control, passing Lake Louise, other competitors, and several checkpoints. After Lake Louise, another dicey road, and average speeds are set at the maximum. At the third control, on the Continental Divide, more loop cups were lost to their would-be owners. At this point, the Cooley Daimler and the Fowler-Nixon A99 led the rally. The local inhabitants turn in for a long sleep, while competitors continued with nightfall stealing the light let in by the walls of rock. The night provided rough sections of driving and many checkpoints to keep drivers and navigators from thoughts of sleep. At Radium, the traditional banquet, 1 or 2 minor repairs, and on into the night. Occasional stops allowed both car and driver time to fill up. The night was long, and at its midpoint, the lights of Calgary provided a break in the darkness as a new section stole more loop cups and presented yet another test, the map section. At this point, Gordon and Eva Cooley led the rally with only 2 points lost. Fowler and Nixon in the Austin were second with 3 error points, and only 1 point behind them was the Thomas Stewart TR3, a narrow margin demanding steady, accurate navigation. At sunup, more loop cups were lost, and the Cooley-Daimler stood second to the Fowler-Nixon A99 through the latter's excellent performance in the night sections. The darkness took its toll, and so would the sun. At Drift Willow Ranch, time for a hearty Western breakfast, and time to stretch in preparation for the last section. This preparation, of course, meant, in addition to food, a rehash of the night's activity and a lot of guessing about the road ahead. With the Alberta sun again blessing the competitors, the rolling, ranching country of the foothills accented the western atmosphere of the Loop Rally. Around unannounced turns, over Texas gates and through ranch yards, with the morning sun burning the eyes, drivers and navigators kept each other awake, and loop cups still fell by the wayside. Stops were scarce and speeds kept drivers on the move. Competition among the top 5 cars was fierce as errors were small and navigating keen. The weather was again with the drivers, since rain turns these foothills roads into beds of mud. Results were going to be close, as towns on the road to Calgary served as grandstands and as checkpoints. Morale is kept high by the scenery and by checkpoint officials. Last year's second-place team, Al Trenier and Jeff Howe, check in a hurry. Top contenders again this year, the Zodiac was to finish fourth. Towns and highways flash by as the rally nears its end. At the last checkpoint, total errors were lower than the organizers had planned, and the list of finishers was a long one. Anglo-American Exploration and Purity 99, who sponsored the event, provided excellent facilities and confirmed their belief that the sport has a lot to offer the industry. Computation of results was performed by the most modern methods available. Totals and positions were checked, double-checked, and checked again. Presentation of trophies was made at the Crossroads Motor Hotel on Sunday evening, when competitors admired the display of silverware. When George Munch announced the winners, no one was more surprised than Gordon and Eva Cooley, who upon last count had amassed only 9 points for the 24 hours, a truly impressive performance. The hardware they received included Loop Cups, Top Club Navigator and Driver Awards, First Married Couple trophies, to mention only a few. In 3 Loop Cup rallies, the Cooleys finished 7th, 3rd, and now 1st. First team trophies went to the MGA Twin Cam team, sponsored by Faulkner Motors. 2 of the 3 cars in this team also received Loop Cups. The Nixon and Fowler A99 got second-place honors, with second-place team awards going to the Northern Alberta Sports Car Club team from Edmonton. Special awards were provided by several Calgary Sports and European car dealers for best performance by their make of car. In all, 14 Loop Cups were awarded, and only 3 starters failed to finish the 24 hours.